the lesson.
Oh yeah.
Got the man Nebs live online, man. How you doing?
Yeah, good, bro.
Thanks
good,
very
bro.
much for jumping on, man. It's a bit of an unexpected one. Sam put me in touch, with your catalogue. I had a bit of an idea of what you'd been involved with, but I didn't realize how epic, the whole catalogue actually is, man. So thanks for taking the time, dude.
Nah, all good, bro. I'm happy to be here, you know what I mean?
Word. And so I guess I want to start, being your first time on. I want to take it to the very beginning and try to cover, the whole lot as best as we can. And I want to take it back even further beyond the music. Now, to begin with, you are, is it Ingleburn?
Yeah, I'm at Ingleburn now, yeah.
Now, Ingleburn is southwest Sydney.
Yeah, southwest Sydney, pretty much Campbelltown area, you know what I mean? Yeah.
And so have you been out there the whole time, like born and raised there?
Nah, I didn't grow up out this way. Like, I'm more where I sort of come up was around the Toongabbie area, like near Seven Hills, Blacktown area. Because my sister, she lived there, so I sort of grew up there. And spent a lot of my childhood there. Like they moved there around '89. So I was in Toongabbie a lot. 2146, you know what I mean?
Now, tell us a little bit, I guess, about growing up there. Is because from my understanding, around Blacktown, around Campbelltown, West Sydney is like the tougher parts of Sydney and completely different, to the city centre. How was it like for you growing up in that area?
Well, my sister lived in the house, though, so it's sort of like, it's pretty much where everything happens, you know what I mean? It's like the centre of the action, you know what I mean? I got introduced to pot and alcohol and, things like that, like at an early age, pretty early age. So, looking back on it now, it's probably like not the best place I could have been, you know what I mean? But I don't know, we had fun doing some of the shit, you know what I mean? Like,
now, when you talk about getting into, alcohol and smoking weed at a young age, what sort of age are we talking?
Probably, I don't know, I probably would have been about 12 when I started smoking pot. I remember like we used to hang around these older boys that were, I kind of looked up to them, so it's sort of like whatever they were around 18, and I would have been probably 12. My nephew would have been he would have been about 11, and so we were hanging around these older boys, and they were already smoking pot and that, so it's sort of like, they were the type of boys that would, say, oh, give him a cone, you know what I mean? Like, and just push the weed onto us, push the alcohol onto us, anything, you know what I mean? So we were just in there doing it, like we loved it kind of thing.
12 years old, you're starting to dabble in that sort of shit. And then I imagine, being a teenager, smoking weed, drinking liquor, that sort of then steers off into, getting involved in just, some scallywag shit. How did that happen for you?
Well, just my mates at school were all into the same sort of shit, I remember like sometimes my parents would think that I've gone to bed. Like I'd say, all right, I'm going to bed now, This was probably around when I was around 14, 15, it's kind of age. I'd say to my mum, oh, I'm going to bed, I'm tired, and then I'd wait until they went to sleep, and then I'd just cruise off and I'd meet up with the boys, we'd smoke a sesh or whatever, and then we would just trouble, like when we were together, we would just trouble. It's like, what are we going to do, you know what I mean? So we'd break into like sheds, get motorbikes, steal lawnmowers, just petty shit, you know what I mean? I remember one time we stole a jet ski, You know what I mean? The jet ski was at the front of this cunt's house, and then we'd literally just we had like the secateurs, you know, where you cut like you do gardening with secateurs. Bro, we cut it had like a cable and a padlock, and they were home, they were in there watching TV. Bro, we just dead set like used the secateurs, and it was on a trailer, and we pulled it out, and we were literally like pushing the jet ski down the road, bro. And then we got it to my mate's house, and then we rang the dealer and we said, bro, we got a jet ski, you know what I mean? So then he come, and then he bought the jet ski, but he didn't buy it with cash, he just gave us pot, and we were happy, bro. We smoked the pot and that, you know what I mean? There's some funny shit, bro. I swear we did so much funny shit, like, you know, it was alright.
And so how much pot did you get for a jet ski?
Bro, I think he gave us a half ounce, and then I'm pretty sure, I think he did give us cash. I think we got about $200 each. So we kind of got ripped off, you know what I mean? But we were happy because we were only young, you know. He gave us a half ounce, and then he gave us $200 each, you know what I mean? So we were cheering. Like, when you're like 14 or 15, $200, bro, is like, you know, it's good money, like.
And then so, you know, 14, 15, now you're sort of dabbling in that sort of shit, you know, breaking into stuff and, you know, doing that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Now, although that can be seen as somewhat petty if you get pinched for it, you know, the cops will come down on you. Now, before you turned 18, did that lead to you getting pinched and having to go to juvie, or were you just running amok?
Yeah, well, I did get pinched a few times, like, when I was that age, like, and, you know, because when you first start getting pinched, you got a couple of chances before they, you know, you end up going to Cobbin or Mount Penang and stuff like that. Like, that's the juvie. But I was kind of lucky because I was still going to school. I managed to sort of balance school with the crime life, you know, like I kind of did a bit of both. And but I did go to Cobbin Court a few times. They gave me like community service and different things like that. But then it was the thing that happened to me as soon as I turned 18, like I literally just turned 18, and then I got pinched for something, and then literally went straight to MRRC. So as soon as I turned 18, I went to jail, you know what I mean?
And then, so do you recall exactly what it was that you got pinched for?
What was it? I think, yeah, you know what fucked me up? It was, I remember my dad, man, it's like, I think because he was so sick of the shit that I was doing, it's like my own dad fucked me up, you know what I mean? Like, I think we did something the night before, and we were cashed up, and then I think we went to Cabramatta, and we got on and that, and then we come back to my dad's, but because I brought all my mates with me, like there was my nephew and two other guys, so I brought them back, and so we got back probably around 2-3 in the morning, but we all crashed in the lounge room kind of on the ground and on the floor, and then I woke up and the lounge room's surrounded with D's, and I was like, what the fuck's going on, like. And then I'm looking at my dad like, I'm thinking, what the fuck's going on? Like, and he goes, oh, I'm sick of you bringing like these people back here, blah, blah, blah. So my own dad, like, rang the coppers on me, you know what I mean? And then I remember they went through my room, and then, like, you know, I had ear on me, like I had gear on me. And I remember I had it sitting on the speaker, and then I kind of got in front of the speaker, and they were searching the room, and I cheeked it, you know what I mean? I cheeked the gear, so they couldn't find no gear on me, you know what I mean? But then what happened, they were searching under my bed, and there was a packet of bungers under the bed, and they said, is this yours? And I said, yeah, like, and then when he opened it, he pulled out pot, like, but it was that wasn't mine. I knew whose it was, you know what I mean? And I was kind of like, I didn't give him up, you know what I mean? I was just looking at him like, now's your turn to like say it's yours, you know what I mean? Because I said, bro, they're gonna lock me up, like. And then so I ended up just getting pinched for that. But the thing was, I'd already been to court. I was on bond for something, and then that was it. I just went straight in for that, like, and that was the first time, like, so I'd literally just turned 18, like, and yeah, I don't know, when it's your first time going to jail, like, you know, I was literally a baby compared to the people that were in there. And then when I was in the truck going from the cop shop to MRC, they're trying to scare me, you know, they're going, oh, you know, they like young boys, this, that, you know. And it didn't bother me, bro, because I was like so involved in it. I kind of like wore it like a badge of honor. Like, I'm going to jail. I'm like one of the first, you know, that out of my boys is going to like big jail, you know. Like, some of them had done heaps of juvie, but I was the first one going to jail. Like, I don't know, bro. And then it's kind of like when I got out, it's like I thought I was mad because I went to jail, you know. Like, it's like my thinking was so backwards, you know what I mean? Like, and yeah, it's not really like it's not really a good path, you know what I mean? Like I don't, it doesn't really get you nowhere in the end, like, when you're doing that sort of shit. Like, you think it is at the time, but you know what I mean? Like, I've sort of become more wiser now, like, where I think, man, I shouldn't have done some of the dumb shit that I did, you know. But the good thing about it, the mad thing about it, it's kind of like, it gives you something to rap about, or it gives you, it builds character, you know, like, because you've been through some shit, you know what I mean? Like, so there's good and bad to it, you know, like.
And then, so, like, the first time that you went in, how long was that sentence for?
It wasn't long. It was like 3 months or something. Like, it wasn't very long. Like, but 3 months when it's your first time, it seems like ages, bro. Like, you think, fuck, I can't wait to get out. Like, you just want to get out. Like, no one wants to be in jail, you know what I mean? Like, anyone who says, oh, they love being in jail is lying, you know? Because you'd rather be out, you know? But when I got out, like, I don't know, it made me feel like I'd kind of graduated or something, like, you know what I mean? And it was like, it kind of made it worse, because then I was like, I knew what was on the inside and it didn't bother me. So I just went harder, like, you know, like I didn't care, kind of thing.
The lesson. 927. Oh, yeah.